Welcome to the Akwa Flow Crypto Lab. Today we are going to talk about the moonshot chart. As you know, on this chart, we need two conditions to be met in order to have an official moonshot cross. If you saw my previous video, you know that one of those conditions has already been met. And in this video, we are also going to analyze what is currently preventing us from going up. In my analysis, I always try to stay balanced, so this time is no different. I always show multiple charts for one purpose and one purpose only. I want you guys to stay level-headed, always. That's all for the introduction, let's jump in. Oh, and I almost forgot, guys, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel if you like the content. Now, let's begin. As you all know, this chart is based on one theory, and it is that we need two conditions to have a moonshot. First, we need the yellow line to go above the green line, like it was the case just right here. Again, here we avoided the cross, but we have a touch, then we have a moonshot. Here again, a moonshot. Okay, so the line crossing to the upside, the line going down and then crossing to the upside, going down and then crossing to the upside, and every time we had a moonshot, right? And the second condition is to have the next candle after the cross staying above the green line. For example, just right here, we have the cross on this candle, and the next candle, which is this one, stayed above the green line. And after this, we had this legendary moonshot. If we take a look at what happened just right here, you see that the yellow line was going down, we touched the green line, but the next candle after this one, which was here, the candle of the cross, the price didn't stay below the green line. We had the cross, but just after the cross, we have the price going up back above the green line. And here we knew that this was the sign that we would have a second moonshot. So what about the current situation? Let's have a look together. I remind you that on this chart, each candle represents 4 days. What does it mean? It means that here you see we have different candles, and each candle represents 4 days. So remember this. As you know, last week we had the cross that we've been waiting for so long, guys. As you can see on this candle, we didn't have the cross yet. And after this, we had the cross. So the cross did happen on this candle. So the first condition is met. So now we need to pay attention to the next candle, which is this one. This candle started last Friday and it will close tonight. So we are very close to meet both conditions, the cross and the next candle after the cross staying above the green line. But if I'm completely honest, I'm still a little bit worried. And let me tell you why. First, the cross is very weak in my opinion. What do I mean by that? We could have had a very strong and convincing cross. But instead, when the yellow line was going up in a pretty strong way, the price stopped just right here and we reverted the trend. And because of this, the yellow line started flattening again and again and again, and we got the cross finally. But we could have had this cross just right here, and this would have been a strong sign. But instead, we have this curvature, guys. So we do have a cross, and this is very encouraging. And the price is still above the green line, which is very good, guys, because if we had the price in this area, it would have been a bad sign. But in this market, even the smallest details count, and I can't help myself to notice that this is very weak. That said, currently, despite my doubts, facts are facts. So if we stay in the current price range, the two conditions will be met, so we can hope for the best. Now let's switch to the big picture chart with the XRP USD chart. On this channel, I always said that in order to go up, we first have to go above the last resistance circle in red. If you are an old subscriber, you were there at each step of our way down when we were there, and finally there. And when everybody was getting excited after this move, we've got a pretty strong green candle, we went up, everybody was so excited. But on this channel, we said that we needed to cross all those resistances in order to go up. And unless we do this, we'll keep on going down. And what happened? We got rejected in a pretty strong way, just right here. However, if you open your eyes, you'll see that we didn't make a new low. And this is what matters the most. And this is exactly why I'm staying hopeful. It seems that the price is preparing to retest the last resistance circle. And every time that the price approaches the last resistance circle, we know that a big move is coming. It has always been the case, guys. So this time, I don't think that it will be different. So let's be patient and see what is going to happen. Despite the moonshot signal on the first chart, on this chart, we need to cross all these resistances in order to go up. It's that simple. If we get rejected again, we can expect the retest of the mountain indicator. Before ending today's video, we are going to take a quick look at the regression chart. As you remember, the bottom regression line in green saved us multiple times when we were there, and we had our current bottom when we were there and when we were there. It was very scary, but I said that this was our strongest support right now, and if we were able to touch it, we should have a bounce. And if we would have crossed it, it would have been a very bearish sign. Fortunately, we bounced up and we are back above the red line, which is the 400 weeks moving average. This is actually good news, and we need to wait for the end of the week to see if we are currently using this line as a support. But currently we are above the line, which is good, and we have a wick below it. But we really need to wait for the end of the week to make it official. So to conclude, there are small bullish signs popping up on the charts, especially the moonshot chart and the regression chart. But the big picture chart tells us that we are still in a bear market and that a great move is coming as we are approaching the last resistance circle. If you like the content, do not forget to subscribe and to give me a thumbs up. I think that this week will be very interesting and we will track what will happen together, so stay tuned. That's all for today's video, and as always, time will tell.